Welcome to Amaya Cloud. We share what we have learned. If you are a fresher, cloud job seeker, new to cloud technology, or want to switch your career to the cloud technology, then I am so glad you are watching this. Microsoft Fundamental is the perfect course for you to begin your Microsoft Azure cloud journey. We have planned to release a series of videos that will together cover the whole AZ900 Azure Cloud Fundamental course. This is module number 3 in this series. If you have not watched our previous module, please watch that first before watching this. Also, please subscribe to our channel if content like this interests you and press the bell icon to be informed whenever we post a video. In this video, I am going to discuss about Azure networking concepts, which includes VNet, Subnet, Load Balancer, VPN Gateway, etc. So, watch the video without skipping. There can be no cloud computing without networking. In fact, there cannot be any computing of any substance without networking. It is so fundamental to any form of computing infrastructure. So, in this chapter, we will go through the following networking lectures. What is virtual network and how do they fit into the Azure architecture? What is load balancer and which problem can it solve for you? What is an VPN gateway? How can it fit into your architecture? What is an application gateway? Alright, let's get into the topic. First, let's begin with virtual network and subnet. A virtual network is virtual because while you get access to it, you don't have any access to the hardware. Just like a virtual machine, it is yours to use, but the physical hardware is hidden away. It is abstracted. Azure Virtual Network, or you can name it as a VNet, is a logical isolated network in Azure. Azure VNets are basically a layer 3 overlay network that are implemented by the Azure SDN stack. VNet is the foundation of customers' infrastructure in Azure Cloud. You would require to plan and design VNet before you deploy any resource in Azure because it's the VNet that will facilitate network communication for the resources deployed within the Azure VNet. In effect, a VNet is similar to a traditional network that you didn't operate in your own data center. There are 4 main concepts you need to understand when it comes to a Azure VNets. Number 1, an address space. It is the range of IP addresses that are available in the VNet. And then the second one is the subnet. Subnet enable you to segment the virtual network into one or more subnetworks and allocate a portion of the virtual network address space to each subnet. Doing that, you can have a multiple networks on the same VNet. The remaining 2 are subnet region and subscriptions. Then the next one is subnet region and subscriptions. Every VNet belongs to a single region. That means services and resources on a VNet must all be physically located in the same region as the VNet. You can connect VNets through a communication across regions if needed be. Each VNet belongs to a single subscription. Each subscription can have more than one VNet. The advantages of the virtual network. The advantages you get from using a cloud-based network compared to a network in your own data center are significant. You can scale a VNet to suit your needs with a click of a button because VNets are a core part of Azure. They also benefit from scaling. If you suddenly need more addresses in your address space, it is a simple exercise to add more. If you need a brand new VNet, that is simply an action to. VNet ensures high availability for your resources. Next, let's look into a load balancer. When you have more than one VM serving the applications, how do you decide which VM gets a particular user? A load balancer is the answer. A load balancer operates at the layer 4 of the OSI model. It is the single point of contact for clients. Load balancer distributes the inbound flows that arrives at the load balancer's front end to the backend pool instance. These flows are according to configured load balancing rules and health probes. The backend pool instance can be Azure virtual machine or instance in a virtual machine scale set. There are two types of load balancer. A public load balancer can provide outbound connections for virtual machines, or the internal load balancer are used to load balance traffic inside the virtual machine. The components of the load balancer. This is important from the exam perspective. Front-end IP configurations. The IP address of your Azure load balancer, it's the point of contact for clients. These IP addresses can either a public IP address or a private IP address. The nature of the IP address determines the type of the load balancer created. Private IP address selections creates an internal load balancer. Public IP address selection creates the public load balancer. The next one is the backend pool. The group of virtual machine or instance in a virtual machine scale set that is serving the incoming request. That's called a backend pool. And then the last one is the health probes. A health probe is used to determine the health status of the instance in the backend pool. This health probe will determine if an instance is healthy and can receive traffic. So some of the scenarios where the load balancer will, you can use it. The internet traffic. Balance the load of the incoming internet traffic into the system or an application. Or the internal network. A load balancer works well with the internal applications if you want to distribute the traffic. Or a port forwarding. Traffic can be forwarded to a specific machine in the backend pool. The last is an outbound traffic. Allow outbound connectivity from backend pool of VMs for the security reasons. With this, we are concluding the load balancer. The next one is VPN gateway. What is VPN gateway? When you want to securely communicate between your Azure resources and your on-premise network, what you do? Well, you use a VPN gateway, of course. A VPN gateway is a specific type of virtual network gateway that is used to send encrypted traffic between an Azure virtual network and an on-premise location over the public network. A VPN gateways are instrumental in hybrid cloud architectures. Basically, a VPN gateway is a specific VNet gateway. It consists of two or more dedicated VMs. And the VNet gateway plus VPN, your networking becomes an VPN gateway. So through the VPN gateway, you are sends encrypted data between the Azure and on-premise network. Azure gateway, subnet, secure tunnel, and on-premise gateway makes a VPN gateway scenario. The next and the last one we are going to see about the application gateway. Application gateway is a web traffic load balancer, which enables you to manage traffic to your web applications. Application gateway can make routing decisions based on an additional attribute of an HTTP request. For example, if you have an URL path or host headers, if you want to route traffic based on the incoming URL, Azure Application Gateway can do the URL based routing. It works on the HTTP request of the traffic instead of the IP address. Traffic from a specific web address can go to a specific machine. Supports auto scaling, end-to-end encryption, zone redundancy, and multi-site sensing. With this, we are coming to conclude about the concept of networking in the Microsoft Azure. Thank you for patiently watching this. I'm sure that you would have learned something valuable from this. Once again, subscribe to our channel, share the link, share and like this video, and without fail, press the bell button. Thank you. I will see you in part 4 of this video series.